at least. So, are we on?
Yes.
All right. Call the meeting to order at 7:05 p.m. on August 10th. At this time, we're still waiting for some more board members to show up before we go ahead and begin hearing case 2016-02. So, we'll give it a few more minutes. I don't want to waste your time though. I didn't get a lot of confirmations. I thought I had at least 2.
I thought there was another case tonight also.
No, the problem was I initially published that the town's land use laws were modified for 2016, and I was looking at the 2015 version. So when I sent out my public notice, I was referencing the correct ordinance for the 2015 version, but it's changed for 2016, so I had to resend the public notice for this case. Yes, referencing the ordinance section 300. So essentially it was published twice, first time incorrectly, second time correctly.
So the determination was that it was going to be section 502 point,
502.02, I believe it is,
I think, 03.
which then refers to section 300. So it's really section 300 that's applicable.
Yeah, but I thought that the fences, maybe I'm looking at an old copy. Yeah, maybe I
Yeah,
am.
does that say amended 2016
Let me see.
on the front page?
Yeah, I probably don't have the latest.
I'll show you. .02 says setbacks, any structure or portion thereof for which a valid building permit was obtained and which was legally occupied before January 1st, 1998 shall be considered to be in compliance with the minimum setback requirements of this ordinance. Any additions or other construction which takes place after January 1st, 1988 must comply with all the requirements of this ordinance. March 12th, 1991.
Okay, so it is 502.2.
Right, but if you look at the top, 502.00, lot requirements amended March of 2016.
Okay.
In bold print, it says, refer to section 300 for additional dimensional requirements. So for the dimensional requirements, you gotta go to section 300. It's confusing. The planning board realizes that it could have been a little
I see.
easier, or done differently, let's say. So my understanding is we'll have another revision made to this next year.
So I'll see the revision on the front page, right here under amended dates.
Yep.
Okay.
In 2016, is that listed?
Yeah, obviously I don't have the latest. Mine says 2015.
Okay. I have one more copy in the file, but I'd
If I
like
go
to
to
try
the
to keep
website,
it.
I
Huh?
can just go to the
Yes,
website
you can
and
absolutely
print
go to the website and
I
download
can
it.
do that,
Yep,
no problem.
it's just kind of big.
Yeah, that's okay.
This is printed double-sided.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'll happen is if we do not have a quorum here to hear the case, we're just gonna have to put it out till next month. Next month I will, well, between now and then, I will rattle some cages with a little more emphasis to see if I can get people to show up. September is, I think I have more luck in September than I do in August. It's the vacations that kill everybody. And, you know, I'll apologize for the delay. Not that that helps you with your building plans.
That's how it goes with building.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware, but I did get a letter from one of your neighbors, Michael DeCola, basically expressing their support. They're not objecting to the variance, so that will be in the record, and that'll be read in full when we actually go through and hear the case. I mean, it doesn't really do me any good to go through and read it in full right now, but just thought you might want to know that we did get that. It's always helpful, certainly helpful when people show up, but if they don't show up, letters like this are, things that are taken into consideration. Have you been through this process before?
No.
Essentially what we'll do, I'm sure you've probably already worked with Kevin and you've discussed the criteria that you need to, essentially the 5 points that you need to address, explaining why you feel that the variance should be approved by the board. While you're making your case, we may ask questions, dialogue back and forth. If the code enforcement officer is here, we may ask questions of them. Once you're done, we would ask if there's any additional public input, either for or against. We would listen to that. Again, we can ask questions back and forth while that's going on. When all is said and done, when we've heard from everybody and asked all the questions we feel we need to ask, we'll close public input and we deliberate right here amongst ourselves in the open. Once the deliberation is done, I'll ask if there's a motion to either approve or deny. Someone on the board will make that motion. We vote whether, the motion is approved or not. If it's a motion to grant the variance and you have a majority vote, 3 or more, then it's approved. If somebody makes a motion to deny and that's agreed to by the majority, 3 or more, then the variance is denied. You would have an appeal process. If you feel as though we denied it wrongly, you have 30 days to file your appeal, and you would need to come forward with some new information, either as to why we erred. It could either be a technicality, you feel as though we didn't decide correctly for some technical reason, or it could just be some additional evidence you want to present that we didn't have before, compelling evidence, If we go through the appeal process and still deny the request, you actually have the right to appeal to the courts, state courts at that point. Doesn't usually come to that, but just thought I'd use some time, hoping somebody would walk through the door and explain to you the process. It's 1/4 after. My sense is, having been on this board for some 14 or 15 years, if I don't have people here now, I don't think we're going to see anybody else walking through the door. I'm really surprised that I'm the only one, and I apologize again for that. I don't know until I attempt to take roll calls, but I'm not going to officially cancel a meeting unless I'm here and we open it and nobody's here.
What day is next month's meeting?
They're always the second Wednesday of each month. So I have a calendar, I think. (2016), so we're talking September. So I believe it's going to be September 14th. Yeah, it's going to be September 14th. It's the day before I head to Canada. So I should be here. And it would be at 7 o'clock. So, unfortunately, I have to tell you that I don't have a quorum. I'm not able to hear the case, and I'm just going to request that this be continued until next month. There won't be another public notice. This is going out to the public as we speak. That's all I'm required to do. And we'll see you next month.
All right.
If there's a conflict for you, let me know. I can always choose another date. If it's super critical, I can attempt to call a special meeting and get somebody out here before the 14th. I don't know what my chances are of making that happen, but we do have the ability to call special meetings if that's what you want me to do. Otherwise, we'll push it out till September 14th. Is that okay?
Yes.
Very good. All right, then that's all I need from you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't have anything else for the agenda at this
Okay.
point, you know, being here by myself. There's really nothing else that, any other business that I need to do. So with that being said, I'm gonna make a motion, I'm gonna approve my own motion to close the meeting at 7:17 PM. Meeting's adjourned. Thanks. Sorry again.